Hello, and we're going to take a look at medals within Battlefield 1. And the reason for that is they've changed considerably since Battlefield 4. Medals no longer act like medals, they more act like assignments. When you click on a medal in the soldier menu, you will see you get a list of requirements down the right hand side. Those have to be done in order. So when you're going for a medal, you have to start at the top of the list and work your way down it. And it would appear that you can only do one medal at a time, unlike Battlefield 4 where medals were just something that happened in the background. In Battlefield 1 you actually have to select a medal you're going to work on. So while you're in game, you go to the medals screen and it will show you a selection of medals. It doesn't show you them all, and you can pick one of those medals to be your active medal at that time. So Assault Order of Valor is the medal I'm going to work on. It requires you to get SMG kills, SMG headshots, and then 5 kills within a single life with SMGs. Now, Order of the Golden Heart also has 20 SMG kills in it, but while I'm working on Assault Order of Valor, none of the SMG kills I get are going to count towards other medals. When you spawn in game, you'll see there's a running total on the left hand side that appears showing you how you're doing in the medal you're currently going for. Doesn't stay on the screen all the time, but it is quite useful to go and have a look at. And when you do get a kill or do an action that contributes towards that medal, that little indicator will appear again showing you your progress. At the end of the round, when you look at the medals, you can see that underneath the medal there's a yellow progress bar. That will show you completed sections of the medal and how far you're into the current section you're working on. You also have the ticks on the left hand side which show you which sections you've completed. As well as the progress indicator that shows up on the left hand side, you also get an on-screen indicator when you complete one of the parts of a medal. So when I get the last of the 25 kills, I'll get a little indicator in the middle that tells me that I've completed it and if I get a reward for it. Currently the only thing you get from completing medals is XP. So in this one I got 1000 XP for completing that section, and I'll get 5000 XP for completing the whole medal. But because we don't seem to have assignments in Battlefield 1, I would suspect that medals may well be used instead of assignments. So when they do start doing unlocks, it could be through medals. That's purely speculation, but it seems to be the most logical choice for the way that Battlefield 1 is set up. So when you've completed the first requirement of a medal, in this case the 25 SMG kills, it then rolls over onto the second requirement. So now I need to get the 10 headshots. No headshots that I got while I was getting those first 25 kills count towards the medal. Each section has to be done in order. So now you can see on the left hand side that I'm working towards headshots. And again, once I've got the 10 headshots, I'll get a message on screen telling me what the reward is, and then it will move on to me requiring 5 kills out of 1 life. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned so far is that medals are on a weekly cycle. So for me, it finishes at midnight Central European time on Sunday. After that, all the progress is lost and you have to start them all again. But it does mean that medals can be done multiple times. As you can see here, I've got less than 24 hours to complete this medal. Now, as a bit of an experiment, I didn't complete the medal. I let it roll over to the next week. And it would appear at first as if all the progress that I have made has been saved, because the yellow bars are still there and the ticks are still there on the medal. However, when I jump into a round and get my first kill, you'll notice that the indicator on the left hand side has reverted back to the beginning of the medal. So your progress does get wiped even if it doesn't seem to show it. At the end of the round, the display of the medal stats is somewhat fixed. So as you can see, the yellow bar underneath the medal is actually showing the correct information. But on the left hand side, it's still showing me that the first 2 sections have been completed, which they haven't because it's reset. So for this medal, resetting isn't a big deal because it's not a very complicated involved medal. But if you've got a medal with a lot of requirements, it is going to take some planning to work out your time. Especially if you only play on weekends, because that Sunday cutoff is fixed. So now I've got my 20 kills, and there I've got my 10 headshots. Now all I need is the 5 kills in a life. And I actually found this pretty tough, not because I'm an awful Battlefield player, even though I'm not very good. The problem was that I was doing this on my second account, and the only gun I'd got unlocked was the MP18, the basic version, and I just kept running out of ammunition before I got 5 kills. But eventually Argonne Forest came around in the rotation, and this is the ideal map for an SMG, because this is going to be the new version of Lockers or Metro. Even though it seems like an open forest map, there are a lot of little walls you can't climb over and cliffs, and there's a lot of tunnels you've got to run through, and doorways and buildings. It is a very good map from what I've played of it, and I think this will be the new let's get as many kills as we can map. So here I am on the A flag trying to capture it. There are hordes of enemies and the MP18 is just chewing through them. And that gets me the Assault Order of Valor medal. At the end of the round in my personal stats you can see that I have the medal. I also have a dog tag for the medal. So this is a front side Assault Order of Valor dog tag. And it's also shown in the medal section. So even though this section doesn't seem to update properly when the week rolls over, it does all work out in the end. But again, there is another update issue with medals, and that's in the soldier medal list. So here you can see in the weekly tab, Assault Order of Valor isn't complete, but the same medal in the weapons tab is complete. So there are some issues with medals just displaying the stats and which parts are complete, but they do work. So if you can keep track of it yourself, you can get all these medals. So that's it for this look at medals. You can only work on one medal at a time, and you have to do all the parts of that medal in order top down. You can do medals multiple times, but they do reset on midnight Sunday in your local time. So I hope this has given you some useful information, and thanks for watching.